Welcome to the Biata Institute, where students channel their passions into solving problems through their own startup companies. Underwater drones that rescue golf balls, web design agencies, clothing brands, mascara tablets, food delivery apps, advertisement generating AI, fantasy sports betting, banana bread, and Jewish comics are just some of the industries that these students aim to disrupt. Not every day in the world of entrepreneurship is groundbreaking. In fact, most days these students sit quietly in front of their computers, wearing their headphones and replying to emails, applying to pitch competitions, or eating their chicken over rice, but one task at a time. These student founders work hard toward their next goal in service of achieving something that they cannot find elsewhere. Although not always the case, the answer usually includes the word freedom. Maybe that is freedom to work how, when, where, and with whom they like. Maybe it's freedom to expand beyond the symbolic boundaries of a corporate office cubicle. Maybe it's the financial freedom to travel the world. Maybe it's simply the freedom to take the path less traveled, a path of uncertainty, excitement, and limitless opportunity in creating something that did not exist before. Who are these characters and what do they do? It's easier if I let them tell you.
My name is Liam Halsey, and I'm an entrepreneurship third year at Drexel University. I currently run a 3D animation company called Lenica Digital. We do a lot of 3D promotional content. We do some advertisements for different companies.
So my name is Patrick. I am a biomedical engineering major. I'm trying to integrate AI, object recognition, and grasping technology into an underwater drone.
My name is Andrew Gallitzer. I am an engineering technology major at Drexel. I am from Hollywood, Florida, and my company is And I Drew. And I Drew is an educational art company where we create educational comics for synagogues and schools to use, specifically for Jewish educational content, specifically the Torah.
What do you love about being an entrepreneur?
What I love about being an entrepreneur is all the creativity. You always have to come up with these ideas, and I think that the brainstorming process as to where you want to go next or what avenues of growth you see for yourself, and then pursuing those on your own, I think is really rewarding.
Even before I made my art a business, I made sure that I always loved what I did, and I think that's one of the most important things for any entrepreneur and living the entrepreneurial mindset of just like, you gotta love what you do or it's gonna be a job.
What alternatively do you hate about being an entrepreneur?
Finding the resources. So you have all these great ideas in your mind, but to actually explore them, you will need resources, you will need fundings, you will need a team. So assembling a team, like getting the funding and then getting the project actually started, it is a challenging part.
I don't necessarily like posting that much on social media. However, I get most of my commissions on social media. I show the double-edged sword where I think that a lot of things in entrepreneurship are a means to an end. Maybe the fact that I always feel pressured to do the best that I can. And sometimes that can be a very stressful thing, but I also know that it's the most rewarding thing that I've ever done in my life.
I think the hardest thing is the risk and managing risk, because sometimes you have this idea that you want to pursue and you don't know how it's going to turn out. And many times when it doesn't turn out well, you end up having to foot the bill or suffer those consequences.
What are the hardest parts of the entrepreneurship or risk-taking where you have no guarantee that things will work out?
When it comes to entrepreneurship, the uncertainty, it can really bother someone's mind, because like today you might have a team, tomorrow you might not. Like you might get all the fundings you need, but then your tech can go wrong. So it is a stressful task, but it is also enjoyable, and for me, it was worth the risk.
I think the big challenge is you don't know if one of the things you're pursuing is going to pay off. You don't know if there's something at the end of the road. You don't know if there's something that's going to come out of all this work you're putting in. So you might be investing all of this time, but then you have no idea what's going to come out of it. And that's probably the most stressful aspect and the most challenging part of being an entrepreneur. When you love what you do and you have a passion for the work that you're going into, I think that it's always worth the risk.
Why start something in college?
Just minimizing risk to myself. I know that I have a lot of free time here, and I know that I am going to be doing art in some capacity my entire life and throughout whatever I'm doing. And so if I can make a business out of that, it's kind of like a win-win.
I think college is a great time to start something. I happen to have started this before I got to college, but I think college is the best time that you could start something because you have really not much to lose. Like, worst comes to worst, you just continue taking classes and then you graduate with a degree and you can pursue something else, or you can go further into what you started. So I think that the kind of safety net that you have within college, the framework and the support system you have, especially here at Drexel, makes it really beneficial. Just start something and just go for it.
When you're starting something, there's no guarantee that it will succeed, right? So you have chances to try again, choose an alternate route, or just try different options. They also have all this support and like professors and so many other resources they can use from the university or college. So.
What advice would you give to an aspiring entrepreneur?
Probably just like find what you like doing first and foremost. Like, you really don't want to be starting a company that you're kind of so-so on, you just want to make money. It's not sustainable. You want to be doing things that you can really sink your teeth into for those 8 to 10 hour days.
Understand and acknowledge that not everything goes as planned. There will be deviations, there will be failures, there might be some kind of technical issues when you're working on something, your team might fall apart. That really doesn't mean you failed. It just means you have to choose a different route. So just keep trying until you succeed.
Just go for it. Just try your best. If you're passionate about it and you think there's demand for it and you think you'll enjoy doing your idea and actually making it happen, then you should do it. If you think that you'll have that drive and actually enjoy making it work, then it's not really work. It's just something that you'll enjoy to do.
These student entrepreneurs and countless others around the world need advice, supporters, guidance, customers, investors, and friends to support their journey because nothing happens alone. Maybe you're a student with an idea, a passion, or better yet, a problem requiring a solution. Why shouldn't it be you who takes the leap? The time is now, not later.